Guys, I got a lot of really good feedback after the acceptance versus forgiveness video I did last week, and a bunch of you said the same thing. Basically, you were saying, I hear you, but I'm not ready to walk away from that relationship because it's not just some random person. It's your mom, it's your dad, your kid's other parent. Maybe it's even your kid. Those relationships still matter, even if they are complicated. And I love that pushback from you guys because real life, it's not some one size fits all cookie cutter solution. Relationships are complicated, and just cutting someone off is not always the flex people think it is. Choosing to stay in a difficult relationship doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes it means you're choosing to do the work inside the relationship instead of running from it. And that takes a different kind of strength. So if you've been feeling like you're failing at boundaries just because you haven't blacklisted all the unhealthy people in your life, let me give you a different perspective. Gray rocking everyone who triggers you isn't necessarily growth. Sometimes it's just avoidance. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is stay, but stay differently. Not the way you've been staying, not by abandoning yourself to keep the peace, but with new rules, new limits, new access levels. Because no access doesn't have to be literal. Sometimes it means showing up differently. They don't get the deep conversations anymore. They don't get your emotional energy. They don't get the version of you that overfunctions just to feel loved. They get the new version, the one with boundaries. And yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable for you and for them. But that discomfort isn't failure. It's your nervous system learning something new. Every time you hold a boundary, every time you don't betray yourself to make them comfortable, that's growth in real time. Before your next hard interaction with someone you're choosing to keep in your life, ask yourself this. What access level can they afford today? Full access, limited access, or read-only access? And then act accordingly. Because no one is entitled to a version of you that betrays yourself. And anyone who truly loves you won't require that from you anyway. Tomorrow, how to tell the difference between someone who triggers your trauma and someone who challenges your growth. Because those are not the same thing. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.